How's it going, gamers? Today we're tackling plus 18 fortified Spiteful, Grievous, Azure Vault, in which this first pulse gets on my nerves, but even more so with Spiteful in a small corridor, as we're about to see.
I don't know.
Oh, we're going farther.
What are the odds?
I'm just gonna try and grab everything.
It's free. It's literally a free football game.
I understand Ben is biased, but
It's literally a free game, bro.
what are the betting odds? You know,
I don't see.
what are the gamba odds?
I don't see Bengal or.
We let this pull here so we can get more damage out, more CCs, more kicks, and more healing.
Isn't the minus the favorite?
What's your step?
Yeah.
Anyone? Because of the fucking.
Yeah.
Bengals.
Bengals are minus 455.
Jesus Christ.
What's your step?
So these videos are just a giant experiment, and I am also learning through my own play, going through these, figuring out what I missed and what I could have done better. I had my Emerald Communion up. I had Dream Breath up at that point. And I probably could have gotten a few more dispels off. I don't really like leaving my dispels in stasis on that pull. I just feel like I need the healing more. It's kind of just a catch-22, unfortunately.
My beloved Malagos gifted me with arcane seed. Marked by lightning. Negative. It looks as though it has grown wild.
So Bengals are unironically probably gonna win.
I will need you to.
Unironic.
What's your step?
Are you literally just
Well,
saying that
I mean,
because I'm a fan?
I'm not necessarily unironically, but I know you're gonna.
What did you say the plus minus was?
I know Ben's gonna say they're gonna win regardless. What I'm saying,
What's
but I'm
your
saying
step?
you know.
I'm saying that as a completely unbiased person, though.
Ah,
I am extremely biased.
the G Dragons, man.
Okay, that
What's
extremely
your-
biased. However, I did tell you we were probably gonna lose, so you
Yeah.
gotta take that into consideration.
What's your step?
I'll give you like 2 points for that.
What's your step? What's your step? What's your step?
So Ben, with that first pull, was the play?
One issue I continue to have as Evoker is whenever I stand still and try to cast something, I get a swirly on me or something to kind of move out of. Really need to work on using my hover. That'll make that a little bit less of an issue, but something I'm working on.
Well, and in small corridors.
Especially in small, yeah. A really small area. You good?
Huh?
Where's your boy Puff at?
Who?
Where's Puff? This is like the biggest day ever.
Biggest day.
Yeah, it's Bengals day.
I don't think he knows.
Don't worry about me. I was just standing in some shit.
Hey, yeah, let's not fucking do that.
Shockwave. Move to star.
I don't got you.
I got myself.
Clearing those trees is always a difficult part for me because I don't know just how far that circle goes. Sometimes it feels like it's a little bit less than what it says, and other times I just don't trust my DPS.
Shockwave.
Fuck.
Unfortunately, pretty bad timing for my stasis to go off. I also really need to work on timing of that. I feel like here I could have moved a little bit closer to the right, and whoever was to the left of me could have got the two on my left. But we left one tree standing. Surprisingly enough, it didn't one-shot us. Was able to top everyone off pretty easy.
Negative. Shockwave.
What?
Come this way. The location of my vault was chosen to harness and make use of this powerful ley line.
One of the biggest issues I have with this dungeon is this area right here, because it's not really a skill issue. It's more just a timing issue, and it makes us lose time. I think we are thinking about just pulling this entire pack with the Furies next time. We're gonna try it out, see how it goes for us. That way we can skip a little bit of trash later.
To play? Is this his like super inefficient count? I just don't know where we would get the count after.
You have discovered
Gotta
one of
kill
my
these
Oh,
before we
that's
go.
right. We have to hate this fucking
The
affix, dude.
majority of the vault's caretakers are flightless. I incorporated a means of safe travel via these tomes.
This ring is always a snooze fest for me. It just is what it is. You got a couple kicks, you sidestep to avoid damage, and hopefully we get all sleeping banes and the icy bindings, so then we don't all die.
Look at you. Watch your step.
Ice bindings.
And that's why we kick the icy bindings. I believe I goofed up and got a sleeping bane before that, unfortunately. I typically target that guy for the icy bindings. But as you see later in the dungeon, I just kick the condensed frost instead anyway, so I goof the entire dungeon. Second verse, same as the first.
Target you.
Can't press him if he we're still in con.
He's not here. He released.
Literally just now.
He released like an hour ago. What do you mean?
Watch
Yeah.
And that's my friend gaslighting me. I definitely knew that he didn't release until we chained that pool, and now that confirmed it.
I don't know, man. Doesn't sound like it's really adding up. That's on Jod.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
The elements answer to me!
Positive.
Something big I've been working on, and I continue to work on it, is using my Verdant Embrace and then my Dream Breath. I did pretty okay there, but there's not a lot of damage going out on this ring. Like I said, it's just a snore fest for me. Just damage, damage, damage. And hopefully no one stands in front of the Fury when it does its tank buster.
Watch your step. Target you. Watch your step.
The elements answer to me!
Positive. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Number 2 thing I've been super working on with Stasis and my Dream Breath is to use Stasis, Verdant Embrace, Dream Breath. But I always remember to touch Stasis after I Verdant Embrace.
Marked by lightning!
Positive. Target you.
I talk bad about Spiteful, and I will continue to do so. However, it does kind of make these rings a little bit more. It allows me to need to move other than the swirlies. While I'm just tossing out my devastations. It disintegrates.
Marked by...
This room, I kind of like to pull. I just feel like I can get a lot of damage off with my fire breath and deep breath. And it's not really that rough for the rest of my team. I can just keep my tank topped up while dealing damage and having a little bit more fun with it. Especially when we pull the other packs around. But the boss is annoying, to say the least.
Target you.
Oh, hey, you have an actual pony now.
I have what?
You have an actual pony.
Yeah.
Watch your step.
That's. Well, that's why it's called pony.
Didn't use
Is because
Watch your step.
I did. It was just an elephant pony.
The elements answer to me!
Negative. Target you. Target you.
The elements answer to me!
Negative. Five. Four. Target you. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step. Target you.
Good.
No. Yes. I'd like to kill these.
No, no, no! Mine! It is all mine!
Just run.
Take care of them! Slash you!
One issue I have on this boss is I try to kick that illusion too much when in reality I think it should be the DPS. I do have a range kick, so sometimes it's super easy for me to do it. But my kick's on a 40-second cooldown. So. And then these ads, every pug group I'm in never follows a tank. Or we never follow, a singular one. We really need to put a marker down, make some discussion beforehand. That way we're all on the same page. And I'm not running around trying to get within 30 meters of someone to be able to heal them.
Take care of them!
Watch your
Orb straight at it.
Take care of them!
positive. Watch your
Orb.
One of the best abilities of the Evoker class is Deep Breath. I find there's so much versatility. It deals so much damage. I like talenting into the stun for 4 seconds. I think it's just overall fantastic.
phase change.
The elements answer to me!
Positive.
Take care of them!
Watch your
Orb straight at it. Shoot.
watch your
Poor Azure Blade. I do not blame her. I should have thought of her before.
This next pull into chain pull with the frogs and the breakers raises my blood pressure so high. I despise it. Don't ever really have any issues with it. It's just chaotic and I do not like chaos.
The final seal. The consequences would be dire. Please, hurry.
Because then you get issues like this where the hunter is still way back, the demon hunter's lost in me, things like that. People don't understand that my tank is going to pull the whole thing. Again, that's a communication thing we need to work through, but it's rough.
Target you.
Oh shit. These Spitefuls, man.
Yeah.
No, in Spiteful makes it 10 times worse. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Maybe divide this pull up. One idea that we're thinking of is to pull Furies from the start. That way we have a route to just jump past all this, and we don't have to deal with any of the frogs or any of the breakers. That is what I prefer. It'd be great, especially in Spiteful. And Zanguin.
Target you. Target you.
Actually, we have a rogue. Wait, can we? Surely we can.
Positive.
I'm gonna try and skip the last two breakers with a rogue.
Target you.
One thing I've been seeing from my gameplay here recently is my use of stasis. I used to have a very hard time in just clicking it essentially on cooldown. It's so much healing output for essentially free. But here recently, even though I haven't really been using it the best ways, I've been using it, and that's progress.
I tried to be nice to you.
Somehow I don't believe that. Okay.
I mean, those guys are the scariest. This is unavoidable damage. Is it actually? Yeah, no, it's gonna be what 93 plus 15 is. Yeah, it's gonna be 08. Fucking 2 off. It's so fucking annoying, dude.
Target you. Negative. Target you.
This is another boss I actually really like. I think the ice bombs are just fun, especially with Evoker. I can choose to hover away, I can jump to someone else who's already in safety, or I can rescue someone and save both of us. Um, I think that's just a really neat idea. And then when he casts his Icy Devastation, I just TD, and it just makes the fight a lot easier. Here in the orbs, it's easy to just charge a Spirit Bloom, heal everyone up. I really need to time out my Zephyr, so I think I use it on the second one on this boss. But overall, just a really fun boss, really mechanical, something I can really get behind, really enjoy. And yeah, you can't really mess it up unless your team screws it up.
Run out. Run out. Find shelter.
Zephyr's a really cool and fun ability. It's 20 or 30% DR just for everyone on AoEs. I think it's a really good external for everyone who doesn't either use their defensives or don't have defensives, or you can just add it on, and it's great.
Run out. Marked by lightning. Negative. Run out. Watch your feet.
Our team decided to be really careful with the bomb placements and try to maximize space, which isn't really needed. I believe after, if we weren't able to kill him here, the next set kind of just disappears. So we took a little bit more damage than we needed to, I think, but it all worked out.
Shoo-wee.
We are too late.
We got list.
No? Kidding?
No? What do you mean no? Yes, we do.
Kidding.
God damn it, motherfucker. Get me.
And we ended off with the final boss, the dragon. One of the most boring bosses, in my opinion. The tank just tanks him. He's the only one that really takes damage. Pillars spawn, you kill the pillars, and then the orb spawn, and hopefully they chase me for my healing aggro. And bada bing, bada boom. Here I asked for freedom a couple times from my paladin tank, and it works out great because freedom doesn't only dispel you from movement impairing effects, it also quits them from happening. So I get a little bit more movement along with my dispel to run away from the orbs that will kill me eventually. Everything else is just pretty simple. Just do a little bit of healing, dispel if absolutely needed, but otherwise my paladin tank can heal himself. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So these videos are really just going to be like a one shot of me voicing over, doing some stuff and whatnot. All just a real big experiment to see what's going on, as well as making myself accountable, trying to be able to keep to a schedule, something like that, better myself, etc. That's a good move from the demon hunter right there. And the rest of this is really just me kiting around these orbs, not really doing much of anything. So yeah, have a good one.
you have it? Hutch.
Shockwave.
Oh god. Ken would be lit. Woo! Yeah, fuck you, balls.
Knocking back.
What did he die to?
The fucking dude. Bubble is so fucking bug, dude.
My dear one,
Plus 21?
he knew that
The
wild
fuck was
man
mine
was
before?
dangerous,
Oh, 16, that's right.
but he meddled with it anyway. By the time we found him, we could not stop the growth.
Holy
Placed
shit.
him in stasis until I could